Hey everybody, thanks for watching the Arkansas Gun Guy. Today I want to take a look at the disassembly, but more importantly the reassembly of the Sig P320 X Compact, because there's a couple of steps that are different than most SIGs or different than most handguns that if you don't get right can cause you lots of heartache. And so I didn't know that when I took the gun apart the first few times. Caused me lots of trouble, so I want to share my learnings with you guys. Now this is a 320 X Compact. I believe these weird things I'm going to talk about only apply to the X Compact. Now my version here comes with the Wilson Combat grip module. It works the same with a SIG grip module or any other grip module that comes on the 320 X Compact. First things first, let's do a safety check. Eject the magazine. We're clear. Visually inspect. Nothing in the firearm. Firearm's clear. So what we're going to do is lock the slide back and rotate this lever down. And then we'll pull the slide right off the edge. No need to pull the trigger. So lock the slide back as such. Rotate this lever down. It can be tight like this. And now we'll back the slide up, pull the lever down, and it slides right off. Just like that. So super easy. Now inside the grip module, I won't go into that now, but this does come out and can go into other firearms. This is the serialized portion of the gun. So there are other videos about that out there, but we'll put that aside for now. This is the part I want to share that's tricky. When you take the guide rod off, the spring recoil, when you take off the recoil system here, I want you to note that most of these are usually round on the bottom, that back into the barrel. But this guy here, there's a circle right there. And when you take this off, I'll show you a close-up. You'll make sure this dot is pointed down. So again, most of the firearms I take apart were round. I didn't notice originally that this was a different shape. So when you reassemble this guy, you want to make sure that this dot is pointed down. So let me pull this off so you can see it. There you have a captured recoil spring, dual spring system. But you'll see that there's two dots on here, and either way it can go down. This side or this side, doesn't matter. Just don't put it back in sideways. The gun will not go back together properly and will not ever go into battery. So big deal, make sure those are pointed down. Just for final assembly too, you can push the barrel through here and pull it out. And you are reassembled. You have your slide, recoil spring, barrel, and your grip module here. So that's disassembled. You can clean it, do what you want. But now to reassemble, this is the hard part or the tricky part. Two big steps here. One I've talked about already with that recoil spring assembly. Make sure that one of these two sides, these two dots, are in the down position, not side to side. So put the barrel in, put the recoil spring in. I'm gonna do it wrong first. Do not put it in like this. The gun will not go into battery. So it goes back together that way. Hit the camera, sorry guys. It goes back together that way, but it will not go back into battery. You wanna rotate it so that either dot is pointed down like that. Okay, so super important. Now, the next step is also tricky, and I've seen a lot of people make this mistake. To reassemble it, you just slide back on. I'll show you what usually happens, which is wrong right now. You slide back on, rotate this lever up, and it looks reassembled. However, you notice the gun does not go to battery. No matter how many times you rack it, it does not go to battery. Because there's one more important step. When you reassemble it like that, you have to lock the slide back. You go listen for a click. When I push the slide back, or lock up, you hear a click. That click right there, that meant the final piece went into place, and now when I release the slide, the gun goes into battery, as it should. So that is the disassembly and reassembly with those two those two important steps I talked about. Getting that recoil spring assembly in there correctly, and locking in the slide back whenever you reassemble it. That will get your Sig Sauer P320 X Compact back together and functioning properly. Thank you guys so much for watching the Arkansas Gun Guy. If you haven't yet, please like and subscribe. It'll help me grow my little channel. Thanks.